welcome to Morning Coach today. I am so glad you're with us. Hey, it's JB. Super pumped you're here. It is the 8th of July. Ready to go. Episode number 5,386. I hope you're doing great. Hope you're loving life because that's what it's about. Every day, just putting one foot in front of the other and just continually moving forward, progressing forward. That's the key. Remember, we started Morning Coach years ago with this idea of 1% improvement every day can make such a big difference. Just focus on 1%. You don't have to do a bunch. Just 1% today. And how do we do that? Well, we've got a couple things. Obviously, the metaphysical morning ritual. What do? Take time for self-care. You hear me say it every morning, but we got to take care of ourselves. Self-love is first love. Listen to CoachCast. You made it. It's a Monday. Congratulations. Let's do this thing. Plan your day with the 7 Ps. What are those? We know those. Have the right perspective. Make sure you're seeing the opportunity in front of you. Set your daily priorities. This is the key one. Foundational to our entire plan. Focus on improved performance. That's at 1%. Let's keep getting better. Have patience in the system. Keep great posture. Get those shoulders back right now. Get them back. Get them back. Get those shoulders back. Get that posture back. Stay present in the moment and then persist. Stick with it day by day. And for those of you just continually moving with us, get your planner out. Organize your day. That's a prioritization. Take a picture if you want to. Send that in to the companion to get some feedback. And of course, stop by the community for accountability questions and support. And for those of you that got started, we have the metaphysical group that going, which is a really cool private group you can get involved with. Application basis on that. No additional cost with the Morning Coach membership, but it is application based. And then we are starting a new writing club. If you're an author or somebody that's looking to write a book, definitely get in the community and check that out with the new mobile apps, and you'll see, some new instruction. I actually put up my original book proposal that I paid $5,000 to get written up there, so you can take a look at that. And we're also going to go over some ways to write books and how to market books and really some real cool stuff. So if you're into writing, maybe you're not even, you just want to see the process and how it works as a published author or as a self-published author. We're going to go over both of those. You can find that up in the community, plus so much more. I mean, we're doing so much in there. I'd love to have you stop by. All right, so this week's a big week. We got a good one going. It is, we're getting into July, middle of summer, which I just absolutely love. And we're going to talk about creativity this week. We're going to talk about creativity work is really art, which we're going to get into today. Really interesting point here. And I think if we can get our mind to shift into creativity, major things can happen. Einstein, he's a very intelligent person out there, right? Said creativity is more important than intelligence. And so we're going to get into that today and really break that down. Book study. We're doing The Creative Act by Rick Rubin, A Way of Being, kind of going through some philosophical ideas from Rick Rubin, who was a founder in the music business and of Def Jam. And, of all, it's crazy because it's all variations of music and really some really great life lessons that we're getting from this book. Again, with book studies, you don't have to buy the book. Again, we don't endorse the people that we are doing. It's just a study of the book. It is a book study. We don't partner with them. I mean, I'd love to partner with Rick Rubin, but we don't partner with them. We are just studying the book. And hey, you might not agree with everything, and that's okay. That's part of life. And we're going to talk about that later in the week on Thursday. Which I'll get into. Wednesday, we're going to talk about understanding art and the eye of the beholder. I'm an old Dungeons & Dragons guy, and we're going to talk a little bit about that beholder fella and what does that mean, and what does understanding art mean in the eye of the beholder. That's a good one. Make sure you're there Wednesday. Thursday, again, I mentioned this. We're going to talk about keeping an open mind when we're dealing with cognitive dissonance in the world. And that's what, being creative and being able to open your mind is so critical, especially in these highly charged political environments. Everything seems to be political, right? So we want to make sure we're able to step back and see what really is going on in our own personal life. That's going to be a good one. You want to be there. Friday is financial creativity. Sometimes we need to get a little creative with our financial situation. We'll get into that on Friday. Saturday, Dr. Paul keeps bringing you really detailed health information. I'm loving that. It's not for everybody. Like everything here, I can't, I try to do my best to bring the energy every day. But hey, sometimes it's not where we want to be. And just like with Dr. Paul, sometimes maybe you're not into longevity or something that you're not into. That's fine. But you can put it in your toolbox. It is a resource for you to come back and learn and listen. So that's Saturday. And then Sunday, of course, we're going to talk about bringing true love to life to the table. We're going to have some fun on Sunday. It is more of a spiritual day. We kind of step back and take a little breather. And again, we're here every day of the week. Why? Because I want to make sure you've got a place you can come to create new habits. The old adage was it was 21 days to create a new habit. We really don't have any research to prove that either way. I think everybody's different. Some people create a new habit in 3 days. Some people need, 2 years. Everybody's different. And, that's why Morning Coach is so important and why we focus on you and your individuality and the planning and the structuring, because we're bringing all kinds of different ideas, some new things coming next year as far as the planner goes. We're teaming up with some different companies out there. We've got one now, which you'll see the YouTube video, and also I'll put it in the community, some cards that create for analog organizational systems. So there's a lot of different things. You are a unique individual, and you need to build your systems uniquely. With that being said, this is a check month. It's a great time. If you're just getting started with us, perfect time to start, right? It's always a perfect time to start, I'll be honest, because you need to learn the vocabulary, you need to learn the systems, the structuring, and what we're doing, and take it day by day, and you'll get there. You'll get a plan that works for you and coaching on a daily basis that really makes it happen for you individually. So why is this a great time? Because we're in a check month. So you'll be checking your mission, your values, your goals. Where are you at with things? Are you where you need to be? And those of you who have been with me 19 years and 15 years, are you where you need to be? If not, this is our month. Let's make some changes so we can kick ass the end of the year. Excuse my language, but hey, every once in a while you got to throw something out there. But let's do it. Let's kick ass, right? Let's really make this next part of the year amazing. And how are we going to do that? By checking our plan. Are things working the way we need them to work? If not, let's make some shifts to our plan and change what we need to change. Okay, with that being said, let's get into the topic of creativity as art. So one of the things that I like to do is get you thinking differently. My job is to get you those aha moments where you're like, wow, okay, that's how I need to shift. And literally, if you get 1 or 2 aha moments a year, the return on investment here at Morning Coach is done. It really is. Now, and that's regardless of all the other structuring and planning and systems we're helping you. If I can give you one moment like, wow, okay, that made a huge difference in my life, then your ROI is already completed. You're moving forward. And one of those aha moments that I really want you to start thinking about is business and work as art. It sounds crazy, right? How could working be art? How could business be art? Well, let's start out with Khalil Gibran, who was a mystic who brought Eastern and Western ideas together and really said it, and I think astutely, when Khalil said, work is love made visible. Work is love made visible. And I love that. And if you just go out today, and we're going to talk again on this on Thursday, and Friday, really working through this. But if you really go out today and you think your work is love, how much differently are you going to do it? If you think your work is a creative art, how much better are you going to be? And it's a mindset shift. A lot of things in life are so psychological. I equate a lot to golf because I took it up about 10 years ago. I fell in love with the game. I'm playing really good right now. I'm getting better. And it's such a mental game. In 4 hours, it's almost like living an entire life, 3.5, 4 hours. It's almost living your whole life, right? In those 4 hours, you feel joy, you feel pain, you make stupid decisions, you make great decisions, you have breaks that go for you, have breaks go against you. And at the end of the day, it's all mental. And the other day, I got the biggest compliment because somebody said, man, I want to play with you more because you're positive no matter what. And I'm not always positive. Believe me, I've been known to get really angry on the course, but I've learned. Like it's a process, right? I've learned that I'm going to play better if I'm positive about things. Hit one in the woods, I lost it. It's like, okay, I'm in the woods. Do the best to, make lemonade out of lemons. That's what you do, right? You try to figure out how to keep positive and continue to move forward, where some people just give up. And I've been playing a lot better because that was me in the past. I would give up mentally. Oh, I got a triple, I'm done. No, keep grinding. You still shoot an 82, 83. You get a couple birdies and knock it off. And next thing you know, you're breaking 80. And that's where I'm getting again. So I'm playing really good golf. I'm starting to get back in single digits. I'm enjoying the game. But it's the mental aspect that's the most important. And it's the same thing in life. It's the mental aspect. The way you approach things really makes a big difference. If you go to your job today and you say, work is love made visible, and there's an old adage, whistle while you work, right? Whistle while you work, right? And you bring that attitude. Not only will you make all those miserable people around you angry because they can't stand it, right? Because misery loves company, but you're going to ghost places. You will. You bring that attitude, people are going to want to be around that, specifically people that are doing things. Miserable people don't want to be around it, but they're not doing anything, right? The people that are the ones that want to be around positive people. And like I said, I got a compliment from somebody I really respect that said, hey, I want to play with you more, man. You're great at this mentally, right? And so same thing with life. Let's be more mental. And the approach we're going to take is that business and work are art. And so when you do, it's just like painting a Picasso. Are you painting a Picasso today with your work, or are you just, I don't even want to say it, just not doing anything? You got Crayola crayons out and you're just coloring. If you can change your mindset and start to really bring that creativity, there are some things that can really make a difference. So why is it? Well, let's talk about it. One, there are certain things. I'm going to give you 7 reasons why work is creative, okay? Number 1 is problem solving. Business involves and work involves solving problems. And the level you solve problems, the more money you can make. Just going to tell you, it's very simple. Solve more problems. For me, this year, it's solving more problems for more people. So if you look at what we're doing, metaphysical is about manifesting. So I'm starting that group because there's a group of people that like the depth of that. Not everybody believes in that. Morning Coach is about productivity, energy, positivity, motivation, right? But there is a group that's like, hey, I want to learn this deeper stuff. Let's go down the rabbit hole. It's cool. I'm providing that. Writers and authors. This isn't my zone. I've built tremendous businesses around this. So it's like, let's help those people. Let's bring that into Morning Coach. And I'm building other groups, sober weekends. People want to stop drinking a little bit. I'm working on that book. We're bringing that into Morning Coach. Why do I bring these things? Because it's solving problems for specific people. Not everybody has all the same problems. It leads to a little overwhelm. I get it. There are some people that start up and go, man, there is a lot going on here. But that's because we've had people here 19 years. That's okay. We got some advanced levels. If you need some hand holding, we're here for you. But there's a reason behind all this because we're solving a lot of problems for a lot of people. That's how you grow. That's how, or at least we grow. But you as a person can start problem solving at work and in your business. It's amazing what will happen when you take that attitude. It's art. Solving problems is art. It's creative work. How about product development? Obviously, this is the easy one, right? So we think of Apple and how back in the day, if you're, I'm 55, so I saw the progress, how they just made things beautiful. It's why I like the Remarkable 2. I like the iPad, the M4. There's certain devices that I just fall in love with from the aesthetic of it. I got the new Books Go device that I'm doing some YouTube reviews on. I like it. I'm looking at a tablet right now, which is a books device. I'm a nerd. I like technology. That's just me, right? So I do like the product development side of things. It's art. Change your mindset. It is art. And that one's the easy one, right? I think we can see that is obviously creative work. How about marketing and branding? This is a big one, okay? This is something, I have a partner in this department that helps me from England, and I've stepped back a little bit, but I do some of it in a very subtle way. But marketing and branding is highly creative. It's a highly creative storytelling, visual design, strategic communication. Those are big creative processes that you can see, hey, you are doing things that are creative. How about adaptation and flexibility? You must be able to change to market conditions. When you're working for an employee or you're working for somebody else, you have to be able to adapt and be flexible. This world is changing faster than I've ever seen it before in my life. That's another creative ability. That's having that emotional intelligence that allows you to flow with things. Okay, adaptation and flexibility. How about leadership and management? Is that creative? Yes. I mean, humans are different. So we're going to, again, Thursday, we're talking about cognitive dissonance. It's difficult dealing with people today. Compare a millennial to Gen Z to Gen X or whatever the heck, Gen B, T, Y, people's sexual orientation, people, race, all the things that are going on right now that people are having issues dealing with, right? You have to handle that and be able to be a leader and manage that without having your own emotions and your own actions get in the way. And it's hard. I mean, especially the politically charged environment that we're in where people just aren't willing to have a discussion anymore. So leadership and management, leading a team, managing a business, working, inspiring, motivating people, it takes really creative approaches. It really does. Because, personally, I try to love people. Right? That's what I try to do and give them, let them know they're a human being. But as a leader, there are times when it gets tough. It's tough. I'm not a big victim guy. I don't like to hear excuses. I'm a coach, right? But in all fairness, there's some people that are having some tough times out there that aren't in a great position. But it's my job to keep them pushing. So it's a very creative, very creative. It's art to be able to deal with people. Okay, innovation, another one. It's inherently creative when you're innovating in your job and your work. Again, it's a mentality. It doesn't matter whether you're an entrepreneur or working right now. These things will take you so far because mentally you're at a different level than others. And it's not that we're judging. It just is what it is. You're thinking differently than other people. And that's how you create wealth. That's how you create lifestyle, which to me is even more important than wealth. They kind of go hand in hand. But when you have that lifestyle, it's because you're using your mind. Okay? What another one? How about strategic planning? Oh, hey, morning coach, get it done now. Now I'm pumped, right? Because it is art to be a planner. It is art to do creative work. There is a time to let go, like we discussed in our metaphysical group. There's a time when you don't want organization or planning. I get it, and you get into the flow, surrender experiment, right? Joel Singer, we love his work, but there are times when we should be structuring and organizing and being creative. And doesn't it feel great when you finally get the plan together? And if you don't, you're in the right place because we're going to help you do it. And sometimes it takes a couple years. And that's where patience comes in on our 7 Ps. It's okay. Enjoy the process. It's the journey, not the destination. That's what brings true joy. Again, that's a mindset. When I get this, I'm going to be happy. When I do this, I'm going to be happy. Well, why the hell don't you start enjoying the process right now? It's not about getting it. Believe me, I've gotten so many things in my life and they wear out. It's joyful for a day. I'll never forget I got my first Jaguar. Okay, somebody told me I said it wrong when I was a kid. You read that in my book, right? Jaguar. And I haven't had that car for years. I sold it to Sir, by the way. It was so exciting. I thought it was going to be life-changing. It did nothing. Felt good for a little while, but acquisition of things, completing goals, running and doing a ultra marathon it's great. And then when it's over, it's over. So we've got to enjoy the process, okay? And all this is mental. So what are we going to do today? I'm running over, I'm sorry, but we're going to use creative work. We're going to understand that what we're doing is art. And when we change that mindset, we change everything. And really, that's what Morning Coach is about. Helping you see the world in a different way. And then executing on planning and structuring to live the best life that you possibly can. So let's go do it. Let's do it this week. I'm excited. I love you so much. Go do it to it. And I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to get in our book study. But today, you are an artist. Go put your work out there. Live it as art. Lots of love.